Hey, what's going on, all you ghouls and ghosts out there? My name is Mike Macabre, and welcome to the graveyard. As always, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my reaction videos, Friday Night Frights, Mouthing Off with Mike Macabre, or whatever else I'm doing on this channel. But on tonight's episode, we have another reviews and reactions. And coming back to the channel is who we doing? SRV, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yes, indeed. Blues master guitar aficionado coming back to the channel. But we're going to be reacting to his song Tin Pan Alley live 1985 with Johnny Copeland. Apparently, they're two Texas legends. I'm not familiar with Johnny Copeland. So this will be definitely interesting. Been really enjoying some SRV, but link to the original video will be down in the description box for viewing pleasure at your leisure. And this request comes to us by Alicia King. Thank you again for that lovely, lovely request. As always, going into this blind with my off-the-cuff comments, if I recognize the song, I'll definitely let everybody know. I am going to be as transparent as possible. But no more ghouling around. Let's jump right in. All right, ghouls and ghosts. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Johnny Copeland live, Tin Pan Alley, 1985. Oh, wow. He's on. Oh, that's the bass guitar. No, that's.
Went down the Tin Pan Alley, see what was going on.
He in dripping sweat.
Things was too hot down there. Couldn't stay very long. Hey, hey, hey.
He's got such a unique voice.
Ah, it's the roughest place I've ever been. All the people's down there. Lord, you're living for the whiskey, wine, and jam. Get up in the morning, before the break of day, before she can wash her face and hand. You know she ready to go away, yeah. Hey, 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 because
Liking that piano in the
What kind
background.
of place in this here alley be? Well, now, every woman I get, y'all, every woman I get, you know, this alley takes her away from me.
You can feel the passion in their voice. And they're not too dissimilar.
I heard a pistol shoot. Yeah, it was a 44. Somebody killed a crap shooter cause he didn't know. Shake, rattle, roll. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. What kind of place can it alley be? All those people down there. Lord, you live for that whiskey wine.
Look how far away he is from the mic and how powerful that is right there. Look how happy he is. That is a man who loves music. You can tell the different sound between the two pickups.
I heard a woman scream. Yeah, and I peeped through the door. cat was working on any weather. Lord, Lord, with a 2x4. Hey, hey, hey.
He looks like he's in a daze.
Ah, the roughest place ever been. All the people down there, Lord, you're killing for that whiskey, wine, and gin.
You can hear the difference in how hard he's pushing down or isn't pushing down. He's got so much more feeling and touch.
I saw a cop standing there with his hand on his gun. Said this is a red boys now. Lord, Lord, nobody run. Hey, hey, hey. Ah, it's the roughest place I've ever been. Well, they took me with me, Ali. Lord, it took me right back to the bear.
All right, that was didn't even feel like 12 minutes. Holy shit. Uh, I got a lot to say about this one. See in the review section. All right, Ghouls and Ghosts. That was Stevie Ray Vaughan and what's his name again? I'm sorry. Johnny Copeland. With their live rendition 1985 of Tin Pan Alley. Link to that original video will be down in the description box for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. And again, this request comes to us by Alicia King. Thank you again for that lovely, lovely request. If I could sum up this entire performance, this song, it would be incendiary. Absolutely felt every guitar lick, loved the tone. You got it was felt very sultry feeling, kind of exuding like this Texas heat. Especially it doesn't help when the both performers are just drip pouring sweat. You can feel the passion, you can see the passion, and yet they're having an absolute ball. They're smiling. Steve, when Johnny Copeland was coming up and doing his little guitar stuff, you can see SRV in the background just looking at him like, I get to enjoy this together, and I get to make this kind of music. Like it's infectious. This was just absolutely incredible. Generally, not like I said, I'm not a huge fan like blues or blues style. But yeah, I do enjoy like Southern rock, and I'm not saying this is Southern rock, but you know, my introduction to anything like that or anything Southern style was like a ZZ Top. I actually saw them live before. They are amazing live too, but I do digress. Let's start out with with Stevie's performance here. He was so far away from that microphone, and for that microphone to still have that kind of power and drive and that vocal force was absolutely incredible. He has this certain it's just his own unique voice is the way he it's not like growling, but it's definitely has that growl-esque pitch. It just works so well for the music that he does. His guitar work, technically absolutely flawless. That was on full display here. He is more of like a power player, and then technicality. Uh, at least for me personally, what I felt Johnny Copeland was more of the feeling guitarist in this particular track. You can literally hear the difference of pressure that he would apply to each string and the way he bends it and he does his guitar, his hammer-ons, his hammer-offs, his bends up and down, his tremolo, his picking. You can tell the difference in it's more of a touch guitar playing here. And to be honest, I'm not knocking Stevie in any way, shape, or form. I preferred Johnny Copeland's guitar playing because I just tend to like the more feeling guitar players out there. Um, when I had my band, it was a completely different genre. Um, I was more of a feeling player. What the song calls for, it's not always just that driving force from a lead guitarist, which obviously SRV is the lead guitarist. He's usually the only guitarist on stage as well. So he's more like in the pocket, as I say, as far as the power and the technicality. And again, that's not a knock on SRV. That's his style. That's his comfort zone. I'm absolutely positive he can play those touch and go feeling kind of parts, kind of play with your emotion and not so much technicality. I know he can absolutely do it. The piano, the electric piano parts, a nice soft undertone. They reminded me of what's that song? House of the Rising Sun by the Turtles. I think their band name is. It's been. I absolutely love that song, but it has that southern, almost the Doorsy as well. It's a very iconic sound. It's hard for me to describe sometimes, but it absolutely underscored everything that was going on. And it was funny, like he looked like he was in the daze. He had just had his mouth agape, and he's like just kind of feeling it and getting out in space. And obviously, he's still playing very well. Subdued bass, but you can hear it obviously, and the drums on point as well. Nothing wrong there. So, taking everything into account, stage presence, the fun energy, the incendiary guitars, the feeling guitar parts, the vocal work from both, they're both very similar as well. Obviously, they're both going to have different unique traits to bring to the song. Again, a little bit more feeling sided from Johnny Copeland, my own personal opinion. I am going to give this 5 skulls out of 5. Absolutely no brainer. Didn't have to think about that at all. For all the reasons I just stated. But I think that's going to be it for this episode of reviews and reactions. As always, if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my reaction videos. Friday Night Frights, Mouthing Off with Mike Macabre, or whatever else I'm doing on this channel. But as always, ghouls and ghosts, stay scared.